Hi, my name is Nabeel Ashraf, and today I'll be presenting my lesson plan for Year 3 Digital Technologies. The focuses that I've gotten is from content descriptors is ACTD IP009, which says collect and present different types of data using simple software to create useful information. And the second one is WATPPS16, which says create a sequence of steps to solve a given task. Now, both of these content descriptors that I've got is from SCASA, the website of Western Australian curriculum. And the few Excel standards that I'm focusing on, but the two that I'm going to mention right now is 1.6 and 2.4. It says strategies to support full participation of students with disability, and 2.4 says understanding and respecting Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander. I'll be talking about the learning intentions and success criteria that I've chosen for this lesson. And for differentiation, I have identified two diverse learners. The first is a student with autism who benefits from clear structure, visual schedule in this lesson. And the second is an Aboriginal student from the Kimberley who is speaking a dialect who requires support through visuals, peer scaffolding, and integration of cultural context. So these examples are going to reflect the diversity in needs within the classroom and demonstrate how the lesson is designed inclusively. First of all, I'm going to talk about the teaching strategies. Uh, why did I give the real world analogies like traffic lights and cooking recipes? Since we have an Ozobot which follows the color codes, so we are gonna check the prior knowledge of the students through giving them examples of traffic lights and cooking recipes. For example, they might not know the cooking recipes, but they have seen traffic lights in their life. So they know if it's red, they're gonna stop. If it's green, they're gonna go. So that's how the Ozobot follows the color codes. For example, green, black, red. Now the student would know that when this color code is there, the Autobot would turn left. And similarly, on the blue side, the Autobot's going to turn right. So that's why I've used this analogy. And, the analogy came from Vygotsky idea of scaffolding within the zone of proximal development, which the reference is there from McDevitt. Um, and then I apply the gradual release of responsibility model, which we use a lot. I do, we do, you do. This structure approach ensures students first observe from the teacher and then practice with the guidance, and finally apply independent knowledge, which builds on confidence and competence. So basically, what happens in this model, teacher would draw the Ozobot track first, and then the teacher would let the students do, but teacher will still guide them. And the third phase of this, the once they develop the confidence of the lesson, then students start doing that their own on their own independent work. So hands-on exploration with Autobots is very important because which reflects from the Bruner's discovery of learning and Piaget constructivism. Students actively construct their own knowledge by experimenting, problem solving, and refining their algorithms. So in this lesson, when we will let the students do the hands-on exploration according to the Piaget constructive theory, students learn from their knowledge through experimenting, okay, and then solving the problem. So it's going to help them, get familiar with the task and not just memorizing it, but also understand the concept. And collaboration and group solving problem, students are given structured roles within their groups in the class, and it will help them tackle the situation. So one student is a drawer, one student is a tester. So once they draw it, fill the colors and test and check if the Ozobot is working. And with the collaboration, they will understand the predictability, and will also understand who are the leaders in there. So yes. In this lesson, differentiation is central to supporting all learners. In this case, we have two students. For the student we have with autism, I provide a visual schedule and checklist to make sure the lesson is predictable and structured for them, so they don't just get disengaged with the lesson, and they don't just get bored or start looking somewhere else, because this is very common with students with autism, and which helps them engage without feeling overwhelmed as well. Also, positive reinforcement will be given to support motivation and confidence. For our Aboriginal student, we have come to conclusion that we will provide them peer pairing with a strong partner to scaffold their learning, and simplified language would help them with comprehension, and students are encouraged to include cultural symbol as well so they can relate back to their culture. These strategies also align with universal design for learning principles and ensuring all the students can access and participate in learning. They also meet the Australian professional standards 1.5 and 1.6, focusing on differentiation for diverse abilities and culturally responsible practices. So in this lesson, formative assessment is used continuously to support learning and provide feedback during group work. I, as a teacher, use a checklist to monitor collaboration and coding accuracy, ensuring that students stay on the task and meet the success criteria. How do we do that? We're just gonna be during the Ozobot lesson, we're gonna make sure that students are actually putting the right code, green, black, red color for the left direction, and for the right direction blue, red and green code for the right direction. So in this case we will understand that the students are actually learning, and we will also let students peer assessment as well, that students can also reflect on their work, and they can mark other works as well. At the end of the lesson, I will create a reflection mind map. Students can respond in multiple ways: written, drawn, or verbally, allowing them to demonstrate understanding in the form that suits them. Timely specific feedback is also provided throughout, promoting a growth mindset and helping students refine their outlook. So in conclusion, we will also check that did we all students did participate in the group activities. We will show of the visuals of the track, the color codes, and whatever we did, so the students can remember it. And if anyone has a misconception about anything, that would be clear. Thanks.